this is a menu for Earth Day. If you guys are celebrating Earth Day, which is the same day as Passover, oddly enough, I think, the 22nd is the Earth Day, and go do something nice and have fun doing it. Go sit outside. Yeah, I don't even know what my, because this is an old recipe pack that I've got. And did I tell you guys about? Yes, Dolly. So the last paragraph here, I talk about Dolly and I when we go out in the morning, and it's just nice because we live. Now, you guys that have lived on farms forever, it might not, you know, the smell of cow might not be so refreshing, but to me, it's still pretty fun. It was. Today is amazing. So what I'm going to do is I have my oven is starting to preheat to 500, which is screaming hot. And what you want to do, this is the first recipe. This is going to be the cowboy pie, shepherd's pie, but there's no sheep in it, so it's cowboy pie, cow pie. See, I couldn't say cow pie because that was just ugly. So it's cowboy pie.
I'm thinking that would be a bit too earthy.
A little too earthy, a little too.
Cow pie, isn't it?
What?
That's
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, little splats. Right. Yes, but I'm just calling this cowboy pie. And my mother used to make something similar to this when I was growing up, and I just adored it. But I think she used Campbell soup. I think she just used tomato soup and hamburger and onion or garlic powder or whatever, and then pot potatoes on top. But we're going to jazz it up just a little bit, but it's still super, super simple. And you can, it's good frozen. You can freeze it, or you can, make little individual. If you live by yourself, you can make it in little pie tins. Like you find downstairs that you can make little pot pies out of. You can do that with this too, and just wrap it up real well and put it in the freezer and just pull it out whenever you need it. Works real well that way. So. In this pot, I am going to heat it up. And now I found these downstairs. These are Ore-Ida Easy Prep. These are frozen potato balls. So they're already mashed potatoes, and they were individually frozen. And a while ago, I did Duchess potatoes. I don't know if you guys remember this at all, but I made mashed potatoes and actually froze the mashed potatoes on sheet pans, and that's similar to this. But you don't even handle the potatoes. It's really unusual. You put this whole bag in the microwave, and in 10 minutes, you let it sit in the microwave for 2 minutes, and then you gingerly take it out. You open it up, pour it into a bowl, and add milk and butter, salt and pepper. Good to go. I think there are twofers down there right now too, so just FYI. But it's pretty good. These are cut russet potatoes. So there's that. And so that's kind of helpful if it has nothing to do with being lazy. It's just convenience. And if you're tired and you don't really, want to go through the boiling and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm now going to put the onion in the pot. All right. And the garlic that I chopped all by myself. Yay! I actually remembered. Judy, it's too much trouble. And next is the beef. And what I've used here is ground chuck, and it's 85-15, so it's good and fat. Lots of good fat here. You can use leaner if you want to, but I think fat's a good thing. Fat gives flavor. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. What?
I think Chuck has the best flavor of a lot of the custard.
I do too. And I think, and one time I actually, I don't know if you guys remember this or not. I'm doing a throwback for some reason, Throwback Monday. I did the burger class that I did, and I did, I got a chuck roast, and I cut it up, and then I buzzed it in the food processor and made burgers out of it.
You know, they'll grind that for you downstairs.
I don't trust them. I don't trust them. They will?
Yeah,
No.
you can buy a roast and
They'll do it for you? Okay, so in this pot, I've got, and it's on, thank God. Okay, so in the pot, I have onions and garlic and the roast beef, the ground chuck. I've had people coming up all afternoon going, "What are you cooking?" I mean, you would have thought that this was a 2-star Michelin cooking class.
It isn't?
No, I'm sorry. It's not. It's not even it's not even, Michelin doesn't know anything about Food City. Okay, so I'm going to let that go for a while. Meanwhile, I'm going to come over here and start the green beans. What I want to do is turn on my pan. I'm going to turn it on to medium. I can throw this away now, I think. All right. And I'm going to steam up my sugar snap peas. Now these I've cut off, you know, I've tipped and tailed them, and that was laborious. If you have young children, you should ask them to do it for you because it's laborious. So I'm going to put these in the microwave and just zap them until they're bright green. Okay, so got that going.
How long did you do the microwave for?
3. I've put it on for 3 minutes, and we'll check them and get more minutes on there if I need to. I'm so glad y'all came to supper with me tonight.
Well, thank you for doing all of this.
Well, it's just I enjoy y'all's company. And I do. I really feel like, you know, you guys are coming over for supper. Small suppers where you have to share with a bunch of people. It's kind of like Amtrak. I don't know if you guys ever ridden on Amtrak before. And when you go to the dining car and they just kind of slam you with the next any place. And it's like, you could be with a drunk going in, you know. It's a lot of fun. I love Amtrak. All right. All right, now I get to come over here and get the butter out of the refrigerator. This is regular, just salted butter. and 2 tablespoons. This is about the rest of this. You just want to come over occasionally and give this a stir and just kind of break up the beef. So, what we're having for supper, I'm just going to give it all to you right now. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's the, we're having this beautiful shepherd's pie. We're having this, and which I'm also making here. We're having beautiful sugar snap peas with tarragon and parsley. Yum. And then I have some vanilla pudding in the fridge, and we'll make a rhubarb compote to go on top of the vanilla pudding. So that's really nice, easy menu. Once I put the tomatoes in this pot with the beef and the garlic and the onions, I'm going to bring the heat up, and it's going to take just a little bit to reduce the liquid of these tomatoes, because I'm going to pour this whole can of tomatoes in. This is a great convenience, great time saver. So stewed tomatoes, which I love because it has a little bit of sweetness to it. But this also is an Italian style stewed tomato. So it also has basil, garlic, and oregano. So it's just a really rich, nice tomato product. Downstairs. I think this is good. What do you think? Does that look good? Does that look good? All right. This is the butter in the pan. And to this butter, I'm going to add shallot. Shallot is something that I always am kind of careful with, because it can be pretty intense. But I think it's just me, because I feel that way about garlic now too. And I think it's just the older I get, the more sensitive I've become to garlic and shallots. This is perfect. I'm going to go ahead and add the tomatoes to this pot. Can you see the pot? Can you see this food inside? All right. So this is really nice, and you can see all the goodies that are in these tomatoes. Does anyone here make stewed tomatoes? Make stewed tomatoes? Owens? Back there? Huh?
Just canned tomatoes?
Yeah, canning tomatoes, stewed canned tomatoes with sugar. Who made, who?
Made it, but I don't.
You didn't make the stewed tomatoes?
Make it, whatever I want to do to it.
Yeah?
Add to it later. Why could you not do that?
What?
Put your spices in canned tomatoes that you can at home.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe you can. You can if you want to. Yes.
Sample it, you know, make sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Too much.
Woo. All right. Splash of water. put the green beans in here. Actually, I'm going to take some water off the green beans. No. Ice tongs, doing a pinch. Hey Jared, it's a doing a pinch day. What? Oh, it smells good. Good. That's why I invited y'all over to watch me make supper. This skillet is my personal skillet. It's a wonderful nonstick skillet. And but it's 12 inch, it's a 12-inch skillet, and it can go in a 450-degree oven. So I use this a lot. And nobody's allowed to put anything but rubber and covered items in the pan, so I didn't scratch. They don't use Teflon anymore. I think because people started growing, 3 ears or something. They found that Teflon in your food is not healthy. Of course, only after they started discovering people growing another ear did they discover that. Okay. Give this a toss. Aroma vision, Jared. Yum. Beautiful. So nice. All right. I'm going to turn this down real low and just let that sit for a few minutes while this is reducing. And I'm going to chop up the rest of the rhubarb. And this, you guys have rhubarb? Anyone's growing rhubarb? You're growing rhubarb? Share. This is another Earth Day thing. Share with me. I would like a little bit of rhubarb. No, not yet. I mean, whenever it comes up, it'll be a while. But you do?
I noticed the ladies was really big, but I'm not cheating on it.
Because I thought they grew, don't they grow like mint? Don't they propagate all over the place like mint does? They don't? Okay. Well, never mind then. I thought they.
But I have enough that I can share it with you.
You can? Aww.
My husband's favorite jelly is the rhubarb, strawberry rhubarb.
You mean that guy sitting next to you?
That's yours.
Mmm. Y'all gonna love that. Yeah, I don't really believe that rhubarb is out yet. So, but this is,
And I seen this one lady today and her was
Really?
And how I knew it was rhubarb is she had it for sale lane.
Did she? Is it? Why is it so expensive?
Ain't nobody around.
I thought it was just an old-timey vegetable that everybody raised, don't they? Well, you guys are. Like asparagus, sort of like a... Yeah, this is old-fashioned. I had to drag this out from the back of the produce cooler. They didn't have any out. Okay, so there's that. We give this a stir, see how that's doing. Looking good. Run this out. Looking really good. All right, now to this rhubarb goes a half a cup of sugar. It really seems like a heck of a lot of stuff, like a heck of a lot of sweetener, but rhubarb is kind of tart. So we're all okay with lots of sweetener here. And then a half a cup of honey. I sprayed the cup with vegetable oil spray, so the honey would come out easier, even though it was sugary anyway. I think that happens in our cupboard. It gets really sugary. 3 tablespoons chopped butter. Half a teaspoon of half a teaspoon of cinnamon, not paprika. What did I do with my cinnamon? Here it is. Yum. Okay. Give this a little toss. A couple of weeks ago, I made the prettiest strawberry pie. Did I tell you about it last week? And it was a fresh strawberry pie. And we had these giant strawberries downstairs. I'm going to turn this off. This is the beef. I'm going to turn it off. And I add the allspice here. Is going on top. Nutmeg. This is the nutmeg berry. There's nice warm spices in this pie. The nutmeg itself, instead of the ground nutmeg, it feels fresher to me, and it smells fresher, and it tastes fresher to me. I'm also gonna, because I just do this, I'm adding more garlic and onion powder. I just do. Salt and pepper. And this is all to taste. And since I'm a vegetarian, of course, I had to have other people come up and taste it for me today. And they assured me that it was just peachy. Or just beefy.
The allspice. Do you think you put 2 teaspoons in there?
No. No. But then again, I have another little bit over here as well. So, I don't think I did. And I don't think you because I think that might be a little too intense. But you know, you taste. I also put a little bit on top of the pie as well. Whenever I put the potatoes on, I put a little more on top too. Now you guys will have a much prettier casserole. This is a half hotel pan. and but you guys will have a prettier glass dish. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get this compote going in the microwave.
I couldn't get over how delicious those strawberries with the balsamic.
Yep.
They were good.
Yep. 2 weeks ago, y'all, I made this great. We made this Tuscan pizza. It was bean, bean-based pizza. It's kind of cool. But I made this. We made this balsamic strawberries that were just really, really good. Who could ever think that strawberries and vinegar would be so tasty? They're telling me to poke holes in the plastic wrap a little bit. So, we'll do. How long do I keep this in there? 6 minutes. Okay. All right. In there for 6 minutes. I'm going to finish off the shepherd's pie. Because of the size of this container, I used 2 of those bags. It'll go on the hot bar tomorrow. So you just like put. You guys, everybody has made this before in their lives, right? Nobody has made this before. You guys, nobody?
We're gonna try it.
You have, Frida? I thought it was going to be like, oh, I made this a gazillion trillion times. I mean, what is better than hamburger, onions, tomatoes, and mashed potatoes? No, except for maybe if you slather chocolate on it.
When I used to have teenagers, I was trying to fill up. I made it.
Yes, ma'am. This is what my mama did too. And I was always excited when I smelled that. And I never knew what it was called. She never told me. I guess she thought it was super secret. What?
It was called love.
Yeah. All right, so you just, you put this crust on top, and you want to, what is going to happen is going to like bubble over. And it doesn't matter how much you seal the edges of these taters, it's still going to come up over, and that's okay. This is a fork that I use to poke the holes in the rhubarb. And I like to make forky ridges in the mashed potatoes because it's pretty and it's like a meringue, right? So it pulls up, it makes little ridges. Now, if you guys want to, when you make this, you can sprinkle cheese on top of it if you want. That's yummy. Yummy, yummy cheese. I'm gonna sprinkle some just regular paprika on top. You can dot more butter on top. This is parm. I'm going to add the parm. I'm going to add parm on top. Is this what you did, Frida, when you made this?
I don't remember, I'm sure I, sometime or another, I put cheese.
This a little more allspice. A little bit. Okay. I'll keep the nutmeg. I found the coolest thing at Target. I'm going to show this to you. Okay, so what it is, it's got a small grater on it, because I don't know if you guys remember, I've been cursing the grater that we've had here, so I just went and got one. And so this has a whole bunch of things to it, but it's also a mandolin. I mean, it's got a little, you know, I haven't used it yet, as you see, because the blue tape's still on it, because it's brand new. I'm really excited about it, though. Ma'am? Oh, yes. Yes, no one wants to have knuckle in their onions. That's kind of nasty. It hurts like the dickens, too. So I like that. I just want to show it to you. I got it at Target. Yeah. And yeah, it's got a nice little carrying case to it. Kind of cool. All right. These beans, now I'm going to add a little fresh tarragon. Is anyone growing tarragon? Mm-hmm. This is French tarragon. Tarragon is my favorite herb. Oh gosh, it's just an amazing smell, and I adore it. You guys know what it tastes like? Tarragon? Okay, tarragon is I'll pass it around, you can smell it. Let me check the rhubarb. What's it supposed to look like? Cool sleeves. Okay, I think this, I don't know. Oh yeah, anyway, so I was telling you about the strawberry pie. And the strawberry pie, I was looking at some fresh strawberry pie, like the Shoney's Mile High strawberry pie and blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking, I don't want to use red food coloring, because a lot of times they use red food coloring. And so I found my mom actually had written in one of her old cookbooks, somebody had given her a recipe for this fresh strawberry pie. And they used cornstarch and water and sugar, you know, and then they added lemon juice. That was me. I added the lemon juice and lemon rind, or zest, and strawberry jello instead of red food coloring. So I was really happy to find this out. Yay! And it was beautiful. I mean, it was gorgeous. It was so pretty. And I made fresh chantilly cream, the whipped sugar, you know, sugary whipped cream. It was gorgeous. I'm gonna let this cool for just a minute and finish off the beans. The pie, the shepherd's pie, you're gonna want to put it on a cookie sheet. Because again, the oven is at 500, so it's really hot. This thing is going to bubble over, and you're going to have a great, glorious mess in your oven. So, and I learned that the hard way today. So there's salt on the bottom of this oven. Yeah, live and learn. Okay. So in goes that, and that's about 15 minutes. All right. Okay, this is cooling off just a little bit. How's my time? Oh, we got tons of time. Tons and tons of time. Here. So I'll pass this around. You guys can take a sniff. Just pass it around and get a good whiff of it. That's the tarragon. It's got a little licorice smell to it. It's very French, and it's just amazing. And it just feels like really nice food to me. And that's going into the beans here. That nice smell? Is it good?
Tastes good too.
Yeah, it's very nice. Did you chew off of my tarragon?
Taste it, taste it.
Good. Make sure if you guys start to grow this stuff, I mean, you can grow it. It's pretty easy to grow. But make sure you don't get the Russian tarragon. Make absolutely sure you get the French tarragon. Because the Russian tarragon has absolute nothing compared to the French tarragon. And I'm not being snobby. It's the absolute truth. Really? Oh, yes, it's got to be French. No, well, it has.
What all do you put in it when you cook?
What do you use it with, the tarragon?
Yeah.
Greens like this, with the beans, and it's also wonderful in chicken salad. Tarragon chicken salad with almonds, really, really good. So, you know, it's just a really nice, light, summery herb. And you don't want to cook it. You want to put it in at the end. Fresh herbs, like this. This is Italian parsley. You want to put it in at the end of the cooking. You don't want to put it in and have it cook. If you're using dried parsley, dried tarragon, the dried herbs, you put those in at the beginning of the cooking process. The fresh herbs you put in at the end of the cooking process. So they don't really cook, per se. Okay. Gosh, that smells good, y'all. Smells so good. Now, see, this was a fairly quick menu today. Salt and pepper. You can hit these beans with a little, you know, squirt of lemon juice if you want. A little fresh lemon juice, just let pick out the seeds. Good. Yes, yes, yes. Peas. You're absolutely right, Judy. We are having sugar snap peas. You're absolutely right. But they could be beans. They could be, you know,
It looks like beans.
they could be green beans too. These were our kid used to just plow through these, just right out of the bag.